We first reported last night at 10 o'clock. Austin police confirmed the specific threat to KXAN early Tuesday evening. KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell is live on 6th Street with how police decided to alert the public to the threat once it became a public concern.
And let me just give you a bit of a scene setter here at 6th and Neches. I just saw a couple of APD officers on bikes going by. Nothing unusual about that in terms of a heightened presence, at least not yet. That's all about to change, we're hearing today. Usually, of course, the busier nights on 6th are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Now, as for the threat, APD says they're not about to go and publicize every single threat that comes along. But after Dallas, they changed their mind on that, and they went ahead and gave us more information on the threat that they received earlier in the week. They say that there's a heightened sensitivity around police safety. And in fact, what I found out today, there's that kind of safety into the community as well, at just about every level.
I see the stress in them, and I see it in their wives and their children.
Betty Lisi has long associations with Central Texas Police. She says she heard about the threat against APD Tuesday afternoon. In church this weekend, she says she saw firsthand the strain officers are under since the Dallas ambush.
They don't talk out of school.
Sure.
They don't give details and things like that, but I see the stress it places on the families when they have to work overtime because they're understaffed.
Earlier Tuesday, Austin Chief Art Acevedo issued this starkly worded memo to officers. It calls the OT an emergency need. The chief pointing out in this case, state law allows him to require officers to fill open shifts. Wednesday afternoon, APD's chief of staff expanded on the strategy despite calling the threat not credible.
But again, we felt it was important that this information obviously be shared amongst the officers, even though at this point there's no reason to believe it's a credible threat, as well as the citizens, so that everyone's aware.
Veteran police officers tell KXAN there's no one test to deem a threat credible. It's a combination, they say, of specifics, where it comes from, how it's delivered, as well as the intangible of experience. The chief at UT tells me that's a constant in departments large and small.
We work downtown, we work with APD at times, so it clearly affects us. We know it affects them. Our hearts and prayers go out to all law enforcement agencies that are having to deal with those threats.
And you know that 6th will be starting to hum a little bit. We noticed some doors opening, signs getting put out here in the last few minutes. Part of that may be because it's going to be a busy night down here if some of the crowd from Zilker Park and the concert series over there begins to filter over once that show ends. Of course, we'll keep you posted here downtown. For now, reporting live on 6th Street, Robert Maxwell, KXAN Investigates.
Robert, thanks. The threat to APD comes after similar threats to police departments in other parts of the nation. Police in Baton Rouge, Louisiana arrested these 3 suspects accused of plotting to kill police officers there. Officers uncovered the plot after a robbery at a pawn shop where 4 men stole 8 handguns. A teenager caught at the scene told officers the robbers planned to use the weapons to shoot police. In Detroit, police arrested 4 people accused of posting threatening comments on Facebook. One of the posts urged people to kill white police officers.